Chris, where have you been? I've been sitting here pretending to be working hard and waiting for you to come in and notice for hours.
Scott, I went outside like I usually do on Tuesdays to bury my jars, but look what I found on the ground.
Oh, why did you bring that in here? It belongs outside with the dirt and the twigs and the rocks.
Not near my jars, Buster. I gotta keep that area clear. Besides, I think it's sick. Mama bird was nowhere in sight.
Oh, Chris, I know this is going to be hard to hear, but sometimes in nature, mamas leave their imperfect babies behind to die. Like my mom did, until the state intervened.
That can't be true. I watched the first 2 minutes of a nature documentary and nobody died. This bird was put on Earth to be my new son. We gotta nurse this feather boy back to health.
What's wrong with it? Other than being an abandoned infant that's literally got hours to live.
Scott, I think it's hungry.
Well, shove some bird seed down its throat and let's get back to work.
Scott, you dumb shit! Birds only eat birdseed in cartoons. Real birds eat worms, then vomit them back up for their young.
Wait a second! Now that's something I can get behind.
Hang on, Sir Chirps-a-Lot. We're gonna get you some grubs. Literally.
Let's dig up some worms, yo! Get some worms. Flindell!
Kadath.
Bye-bye, birthright, the seventh son of the seventh house of Galdor. I call forth this hawk's boot.
How fortunate that we could clandestinely meet in this shrouded glade. Hereto forthwith, I bestow the name Scortondale upon the site of our battle-making. It is no longer just my stepdad Chuck's condo.
And so it will be entered into the Book of the Elders forthwith.
Using my Tome of Scrying, I observe that even now our enemies gather at the foot of the craftwood.
Curse those Geldarian scum. They treat with dark elves, and they do not understand the powers they dabble with.
Then by Judar's blood, this day our uneasy alliance shall be tested as we prepare...
Knock, knock. Hey guys. Full Metal Jacket. It's about to come on Showtime. It's a great flick. Want to order a pizza, throw back some beers.
I'm afraid a flagon of ale would only dull our wits, Chuck. And we need them sharp as a griffin's beak to plan our next move.
Shut up.
I just thought maybe you guys would take a little break from your Dungeons and Dragons and, come back to the real world for like an hour and a half.
We're LARPers. Stands for live action role play
Chuck,
game.
maybe in a little while, Chuck.
All right.
The Path of Darnook is where we'll stage our assault, cutting them off from the supply line as the Silver Glen River provides them.
I proffered a bag of coin to a barkeep in Mythenshard, and he told me of an amulet whose owner could control the wyverns themselves. With their help, we would turn the tide of battle with ease.
Nay, the Wyverns of Dartdagger Cave prefer to avoid the conflicts of men. But this amulet could give us an unprecedented advantage.
Verily, but it comes at a great cost. A unicorn's tear.
Hey, you guys should watch at least like the first 10 minutes of this movie. Seriously, it's rad.
No thank you, sir.
We're kind of busy, Chuck.
Why don't we all go out back, throw the old pigskin around? That's another thing you can do outside.
I'm allergic to pigskin.
You can make believe that the football is a magic spell or something. Just see how it feels. Maybe you'll like it.
Chuck, please.
Aight.
A unicorn's tear? Flindell, you know that the far-braying accord made human contact with unicorns punishable by a vorpal blade.
Kadath, to take the day the Accords must be sundered in twain. Even the Pegasus Council would declare that this...
Tits, guys. Everybody loves tits. Your mom's out of town. Had a crazy idea. The three of us, we head down to the snake hole, spend some singles. What do you say?
Chuck, we're not old enough for that kind of a place.
You're 26, Kenneth.
Who's Kenneth?
Chuck, get out of my room.
All right. Cool. Whatever. You know where to find me.
If we were to make the Pegasus Council think that the Dark Elves had broken the Treaty of Hornshearth and killed the unicorn in order to obtain the Wyvern amulet...
Prostitutes. I'll get you guys laid tonight.
Chuck!
I'm just putting it out there. Maybe you guys would lighten up if you sheathed your swords. It's a pussy. Swords, dicks. I'm talking about your dicks here. God damn it, Kenneth. Fuck. What the hell are you guys doing in here? Are you kissing?
Chuck, it's LARP. We're not kissing. We're trying to win tomorrow, then counter, and we have to plan our battle.
Good sir. You think we know not battle, but we have seen battle. You think we know not sport, but I have been to the lists, and I tell you that no sport is more brutal than that of lance and shield. You speak of tits, but I have seen supple bosoms dripping with elven mead. You think us less men for our pursuits. Hear me, I say upon thee, that the heart of two true men beat before you now.
All right, well, wear condoms, okay, guys?
Condoms weren't invented yet, Chuck.
Oh, shit, raw dog in it. That's my boy.
Actually, maids packed crocodile dung into their vaginas to prevent unwanted pregnancy.
Shut up right now.
Sorry.
Please. Shut up, okay?
It's true, though.
My stepdad's right there.
They did it. They put it in their vaginas.
I don't want to talk to him about dog in a vagina.
It was called crocodile. Hey, how many more worms should we eat before we try to feed our little champ?
I don't know. It's wintertime, and he probably needs to pack on the pounds.
Huh. More worms for me. I mean, me and our son. Huh.
That's going to be a lot of worm puke. Let's jar the goods for our baby Tweet Tweet.
I'm surprised how easy these worms are to eat. I get now why birds like them so much.
Kind of feeling like I'm not ready to give up my meal yet. Maybe it's better to let it digest a little longer. Make it just right.
We don't want a little guy choking on anything.
Oh, Nightcrawler.
Oh, lucky some bitch. Give me a taste. Ooh, split them in half. Eat both sides.
Split them in half, eat both sides.
I'm Bill Brockhurst, and I approve this message.
Errol Hornsby is running for governor of California. But does anyone really know Hornsby or his voting record? In Sacramento, when asked about where he stood on campaign reform, Hornsby dodged, answering by playing an air horn sound for 20 consecutive seconds, right into the microphone. At a town hall meeting, Hornsby refused to state what action he would take to protect our children from terrorists by once again playing an air horn for 20 to 30 consecutive seconds, right into a microphone. Hornsby's position on illegal immigration? Unknown, because so far, the only thing he's ever done is blow an air horn into a microphone for half a minute. Errol Hornsby's name sounds like horny. What's he hiding? In those pants. Is this the man we want as governor of the great state of California? It seems like Hornsby only got this far by blowing his own horn. End the noise pollution by voting Bill Brockhurst.
I'm Bill Brockhurst. If elected, I'll make sure politicians are held accountable for their records, I'll increase safety in public schools, and I'll reinvestigate immigration reform with a fresh take. Exactly what California needs right now. That's why on Election Day, voters need to kick out the horns and bring home the Brock.
Paid for by the committee to elect Bill Brockhurst. Paid for by Citizens for Errol Hornsby. Woo-wee! Never thought I could eat that many grubs, earthworms, and bugs from the ground.
Oh, God, I got the worm sweats. Too many sweet, sweet dirt crawlers.
All the better for our little prince of the air.
Chris, I gotta be honest with you. I haven't seen that thing move since you brought it home.
Scott, you're right. He's not moving. We gotta feed him now.
Chris, I'm not sure I can puke up these worms. They're sitting pretty good on my stomach right now.
I know what you mean. I think these worms have had a probiotic effect on me. Feeling pretty strong. But what about the bird? He's not even warm.
Chris, I think that's a Christmas ornament.
I guess it is. Now that's what I call killing two birds with one stone.
That doesn't make any
Now
sense.
shut the fuck up.